about July, and my cilantro is growing like crazy. In fact, a little too fast. So I've been popping off any of these places where it wants to flower. Look at those blooms. All right, because I want to slow it down if I can, because it's a while till tomato season. This basil is fantastic, ready to use anytime I want. Just pull off the leaves. I like to just kind of roll them up and chop them with a knife. All right, my oregano kind of washed into my thyme, so it's all mixed together. This fine little one is thyme, and these bigger leaves here are oregano. And again, you just use those leaves for the oregano. So as I mentioned, one of the easiest ways to cut this basil, look at those giant leaves, is just to roll it, and then you can thinly cut it into little ribbons. I'm just making some spaghetti tonight, and I'm just gonna throw this basil and oregano into my sauce. You can go through it the other way again if you want to make them a little smaller. And the oregano leaves, I sometimes just tear them, or you can do the same thing too. They're a little smaller, but just kind of roll them together and finally cut them. All right, into my spaghetti sauce go oregano and basil, fresh herbs. This is just one simple way to use your fresh herbs. Add them to spaghetti. For the thyme, you can put a sprig, so I can pull off one of these here. You can put this sprig into a soup or a casserole or something you're sauteing, and then pull it out when you're done, or you can just pull off the leaves and throw those into your food. All right, one way to remove those leaves is just to pull them backwards down the stem, and I end up with just the little leaves. The ones on the end I can just kind of pick off. Check out these dill plants. We planted them in May, and now they are like 3-4 feet tall. They have yellow flowers on the top, and we're gonna pick some today to make. All right, so to harvest this dill, I'm just going to take one of these flower bouquets here for every jar, and my goal is to hopefully have 7 quarts of pickles today. And oh, you can just smell the dill. If you rub your fingers in it, you smell like a dill pickle. So we're going to cut off with just a scissors, cut off 7 of these to fill our jars today. Now, if you want to make dill weed, you probably want to do this before it starts to flower, but you can still do that down here, and you can dry this part. I've really never saved the dill weed. I will let these go to seed though, and we'll save those seeds to plant next year, but that'll be another video.